Hilton in Uptown Charlotte.
Wow.
And we welcome in our good friends with Clemson and the Tigers. Coach Brownell will offer us an opening statement. Then we will move throughout the room with some Q&A, both for Coach and our student athletes. So, Coach, the floor is yours.
Okay. Good morning. Excited to be here for year 16 for me. Excited to see what this new team brings. RJ Godfrey and Dillon Hunter are alongside me, two seniors that I think will be tremendous leaders for this year's team. I like our group. Obviously, we have 10 new players, 6 freshmen, so we're a little bit young, but I think we've got great depth. I'm excited by how we're practicing. I think our guys are competing very hard. The challenge, I think, for our coaching staff is to try to blend this new team together and find a style of play that we think fits and will help them be successful. So, unlike my good friend and football coach, Coach Sweeney, I'm not going to filibuster. I'm going to move it along to the next part of the interview process.
That is now on the record, so thank you. Questions for Coach from the room, please identify yourselves and the agency that you are with. Coach, we'll start your first 2 questions on the left side, first row. We'll start against the wall and then move it down the table.
Good morning, Coach. You got a brand new team, obviously. The tempo last year was the slowest that you played in a couple of years. Was that by design, and do you think this team will play a little bit more up-tempo, kind of with shooting the ball, with the ability to shoot the ball with some of the guys that you brought in?
Yes. It probably ended up being by design last year because we had a really strong starting 5, and guys like Chase Hunter, Ian Shefflin were guys that I wanted to make sure played 35 minutes. So this year's team will be different. We're going to get up and down the floor more. I think we're going to extend our defense, try to be a bit more aggressive, play with high hands and great activity and energy. And I think this could be a group that we play 10 guys double-figure minutes. And offensively, we're trying to push and play with tempo and start the offense with a little more thrust. I'm excited for that. I think our players are, and I do think that that's the best way for this team to play. And we've done it a couple other years. My first year, I think we did a little bit of that here at Clemson, and then also the COVID season in 21. I think this team resembles those teams in my mind.
Coach, still on the left, still in the first row.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. How are you, Coach?
Great, thanks.
And you brought up Dabo Sweeney, and obviously the culture of Clemson outside of just sheerly basketball or football, that family that you have and that approach that you have. Dabo, I believe, made mention of the fact that he was laughed at when he came in and said that they were going to be something, and they've won national championships. You've obviously brought Clemson basketball to a place where we've seen you on a national stage make it toward the tail end of the NCAA tournament. So just the overall essence of Clemson and what people should know, not just about this program, but about what it is to be a Tiger.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson's a special place. It's just something that we talk about it at Clemson. It's in these hills. There's something in these hills. It's more of a feeling. You just have to come see the place, spend time. You know, I sent my 2 daughters to Clemson. I mean, we're all in. We love it. Been there for a long time, and I think it's because the values and what Clemson stands for is excellence. And I think you see it throughout the university. Obviously, it's grown tremendously under the leadership of Jim Clements. Our athletic department under Graham Neff is outstanding, and you see all different kinds of teams and athletic programs within our university doing well, and so it motivates you, right, to try to do the same with your program. And I think it's just such a close-knit family atmosphere. We spend a great deal of time together. We encourage our student athletes to get to know as many of the regular students and other student athletes as they can, and I think that's one of the things that just makes Clemson unique and special. It's a truly special place, and I'm humbled to be the coach there.
Coach, we're going to get the microphone on the left side. Be about the 5th row back towards the light stand.
Hey, Coach, this is Grayson Mann with TigerNet.com. You talk about a new identity and this being a new team. I guess just what goes into that process when you bring in so many different players from the portal, and guys like Dillon Hunter and RJ are mainstays, but what goes into that process of discovering that throughout the summer?
Well, you got to do a lot of work. You have to have a great staff. I do. My assistant coaches are fantastic, and I think the fact that we've had some continuity these last several years in staff has really helped us. But those guys have to do a great deal of work and effort to bring in the right types of players that we think fit, you know, how we want to play and who we are and what is our identity as a program. I think we're very honest and open in our recruitment and make sure that guys come in understanding what it is that our expectations are, and then we try to find out what their goals and dreams are and how we can help. But it takes time, right? You got to build relationships. This is about relationship building. That's what coaching really is now. You know, I was asked what's different about me now in year 16 as year one at Clemson, and one of the things is just how much more time I spend with players individually one-on-one. You just have to do those kinds of things, and then you have to hope that your players are spending time together, not just when we're in Little John, but when they're away from Little John, that they're investing in each other. And teams that do that certainly have a greater chance of being successful. And then as a coaching staff, it's trying to blend, you know, the skill sets of all these different types of players into one that you think can be successful, and adapting year to year, I think, is part of the challenge as well.
Coach, thank you. You and RJ can switch spots.
Okay.
We will round out our time with our student athletes. Once again, folks, if you would identify yourselves and the agency that you are with, that would help a lot. And we will start RJ on the left side, right in the middle of the first row.
John Blau with the Post and Courier. RJ, if someone told you a year ago you'd be here at the ACC tip-off representing Clemson, what would you have thought?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I think Clemson holds a special place in my heart. I found that out day one last year, and I would not be surprised if you told me that last year.
RJ, follow the center aisle up just to the left on the third row.
Jay Jacobs with Greenville Sports Media. RJ, what have you done over the offseason to up your game to get ready for this season?
I think just focusing on the things I need to work on. I think, like Coach Brownell said, we have an awesome staff who invest in their players very much. I've been working with Coach Jeff Reynolds a lot on my shot, especially lately. He is one of the reasons why I've been able to become a good player. He's been in the business for so long, and he helped me, get my free throws right, knock down some big threes in the tournament 2 years ago, and I think this year he's going to really elevate my perimeter game to a whole new level.
RJ, left side, first row, right there at the aisle.
RJ, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. You said that you wouldn't be surprised if somebody said that you would be back here. To say yes to a coach one time is one thing, but to say it twice, what is it about Brad Brownell to make you want to come back, be a part of this, maybe something that lingered with you from before?
I think Coach Brownell, just his philosophies helped me just in life. I've kind of, just on my personal level, just kind of tried to adopt like a soldier mentality. And that's kind of what he kind of, puts on us, the motto of grit, doing things when it's hard, doing things when you don't want to, doing things when, you're not in the best mental or physical spot. It's just fighting through adversity. It's something that I took for granted my first 2 years here. And then when things got hard at my last place, that's kind of what, I tried to, have my backbone on, and, that's what he lives about. So I think Coach Brownell has just been an awesome leader in my life, not only on the court, but off the court. And he's gotten me so much better in so many aspects outside of basketball. And I wanted to feel that again. When I got the opportunity to go back, I was like, man, I can't pass that up. I cannot pass that up.
RJ, your last question from the podium. Along those lines, when Coach recruited you the first time, there was a little bit of a recruitment here in the second time. How was that conversation the same, or how was it different?
It was so long ago the first time, I don't even remember. But second time, he didn't really have to recruit me. He already knew the interest I had, for the program and everything I wanted. I wanted to come back and not only, play for him, but play for, the Clemson fans. Like he said, there's something in these hills that makes you want to, fall in love, not with only just the players and the coaches here, but the people. The people here are so awesome, and I love being a Clemson student athlete. before anything. So I'm just so grateful I had the opportunity to come back and play for the orange and purple again and put on for Clemson.
RJ, thank you. You can switch spots with Dillon.
Thank you.
And Dillon will round out our time with the Tigers. Once again, name and agency, if you would introduce yourself, that'd be great. And who would like our first question for Mr. Hunter? Dillon, we're going to go towards the very back again, about the same place where Coach had his question on the left side.
Hey, Dillon, this is Grayson with TigerNet.com. Brad's been talking about this being a new team, new identity. For you being kind of the mainstay, the head of the snake of this, what's been the challenge for you this offseason of leading this team?
I would say one of the main challenges, like, you know, it's a whole group of guys, new guys, they don't really know each other, like, new environment, a lot of guys coming from different places, Utah, like, just around the country. So it's really about gelling, you know, like, spending time outside of basketball, like, off court, like, just getting to know each other. Like, starting in the summer, that was, like, our main thing. We would go out, go fishing with RJ or go out to the lake, go out to get something to eat, getting to know each other. So I feel like now, going into like start of the season, we're starting to like see the gel and form like during practice, and everything's becoming simple after that.
You're going to go left side, first row.
Dylan, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. You played in just shy of 100 games for Clemson up to this point, but the evolution of your role, as we know that you haven't started as many of those games. So just what you can say about that evolution for you, trusting in Brad Brownell and what he has for you and what you could be, and maybe what this season looks like for you to have more starts and for the team to lean on you.
Yeah, you know, Coach's motto is grit, you know, perseverance to a long-term goal. And I think, you know, with Chase being at the school and everything he's went through and showing me how, like, man, you can come back from these battles. You know, he was fighting injury. I wasn't really having injuries, but just not being able to play as much time as you want. You just got to put the time in the gym, you know, like everything will work out how it needs to be. And I think having Chase definitely helped me. You know, he went through that time period, and now coming into my own, like, man, from last season, you know, I had to step up in my role, lead the team. I feel like last year I was still a leader on the team. So stepping into this role this year, it's not too much hard on myself. It's just being a leader.
Dillon, your last question from the podium, a question we like to ask. Do you have to win a championship in order to call it a successful season?
I would love to win a championship. That's all on my mind, championships and going to winning the ACC championship. We were short last year. National championship, we have it written all over the board. So I feel like at Clemson, we have a different motto now. Early on, it was just, oh, we're going to the tournament, but now we're trying to win national championships.
Dillon, thank you. Clemson, good luck this season. We'll see you on the road.
Yes, sir.
Clemson is going to slide over into the